I wanted to ask you, Butch, about the Rougeau brothers, just because you guys were married to them for a while. I mean, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble,
Yeah, we
SummerSlam.
were.
What do you think about working with the fabulous Rougeau brothers?
I was with one. I was with one this weekend.
Oh, where?
In North Carolina at the Gathering. It was a big convention and that. Sorry, it was Butch, but not Raymond. Jock Rougeau was there, and Raymond and Jock don't talk. It's funny now, but they haven't talked for years. And
What a shame.
Yeah, Jock was at the Rougeau, and hey, Butch, it doesn't matter. He was there too.
It doesn't matter, exactly.
He came up to me and he said, "You know, the guy has said it doesn't matter." The Minnesota guy.
Yeah.
He came up to me. He said, "Don't forget to say to Butch, it doesn't matter."
But they were a little hard to work with, John, because Raymond, he was the one that called the shots, and Jock was the younger brother, full of piss and vinegar. And if you upset Jock, then he would he wouldn't cooperate really well. He would do his stuff to get him over, but he didn't really want to go with the flow or go with the match. Raymond had to keep him under control, really. And you said to me what were they like to work with? They weren't really that easy, but Raymond made it easier, if you understand.
Yes, I fully agree with Butch there.
Yeah.
Luke, what happened with Dynamite Kid and Jock? With Dynamite Kid and Jock Rougeau, what's the story? What really happened between those?
That's the opening to get us in there. We weren't there when the British Bulldogs were fired. They were looking for someone different to come in, and that's when me and Butch were hired.
They needed that babyface team.
Yeah, because of Jock's attitude, because he was young and a little bit pig-headed, in fact, quite pig-headed, to be honest with you, and the British Bulldogs, everything was a joke. And if you said something out of tune that they didn't like, they would rip you to hell. They'd lace your drinks, they'd shit in your boots, they'd do everything. And and Jock rubbed them up the wrong way. So they were the wrong people to rile up. And that's where it all started. And we weren't there when it finished, but all that does is escalate. Once something will do something to someone, like in the old days, before not calling about WWE, guys would go into the dressing room and cut a leg off a pair of pants of somebody in the ring, off their best suit that they wore to the wrestling, right? So then they come out, they might have been going out with their wife, so then the next time, whoever had their pants leg done, they would do something and nail the guy's shoes down to the bench in the dressing room and bend a big 4-inch nail underneath so they couldn't get the shoes off the bench. And then someone else would do some other thing and cut the whole fly out of the guy's, beautiful suit. And it went on till it escalated so much. Yeah.
New generation would be able to take. Sorry, Butch. But the new generation would never be able to take these ribs.
No. And it escalated so much that at one stage, a guy nearly got his head blown off with a fucking shotgun. That's how bad it was. Instead of the guy shooting the guy and knocking his head off, he blew his bloody briefcase up right there in the dressing room.
And you'll find that in the book, too.
That's how it is.